5.
How one Superior Daycare is hoping to keep their home and their business alive.
Plus, running for a third term, Congressman Pete Stauber announces his re-election campaign. A look at why he wants to head back to Washington. And later,
we're taking a look at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s commitment to voter rights.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day and voting rights advocates are demanding action from Congress.
A bill to reform the election process faces long odds in the nation's capital. But as Skylar Henry reports, the president says the fight is far from over.
On this holiday marking his father's birthday, Martin Luther King III led a peace walk across Washington's Frederick Douglass Bridge. He called on Congress to pass stricter protections for voting rights.
If you can deliver an infrastructure bill for bridges, you can deliver voting rights for Americans. If you do not, there's no bridge in this nation that can hold the weight of that failure.
The bill would remove restrictions that Republicans say enhance election security. But with its passage in doubt, advocates say the nation is at a critical point.
We need to have protections at the polls and to make sure that we can get there safely.
The King family wants changes now, putting more pressure on Congress to pass sweeping voting rights reform to give more Americans access to the ballot and not allow Senate rules to stand in their way.
The unmitigated goal to hide behind cloture and the filibuster, two procedural hurdles. When black people turned the tide to get Joe Biden elected, it puts me beside myself.
Last Thursday, two moderate Senate Democrats, Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema, threw their support behind the legislation, but they do not approve of changing Senate rules in order for it to pass. Its failure would be a stinging blow to the president, who said it's not enough to praise Dr. King on this holiday. It's time for action.
We must commit to his unfinished work, to deliver jobs and justice, to protect the sacred right to vote.
The Senate plans to debate the voting rights bill on Tuesday, and the president says whatever happens, he'll continue the fight. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Speaking from the White House, Vice President Kamala Harris said the freedom to vote is under assault, and it's time for the Senate to do its job and pass the voting rights bill.
Meanwhile, in Duluth, a local organization honored MLK's legacy today. The Duluth NAACP and other local organizations hosted a virtual celebration. They played the documentary Dr. King's Words into Action, Black Empowerment Across the Generations. It shows conversations held between two generations of Duluth residents. They discussed economic justice, criminal justice, health and environmental equity, education, and more. Those hosting the event say these are important topics to discuss and keep MLK's work and legacy alive.
MLK Day is not just a day. It's 24/7 all year long.
The NAACP also asked people to help eradicate racism.
Congressman Pete Stauber is officially seeking a third term. Minnesota's 8th District Rep made that announcement in an email to his supporters today. The Republican blamed the Biden administration for what he called broken supply chains, weak borders, and lockdowns impacting businesses during the pandemic, and that actually happened under President Trump. In a campaign video, Stauber said he's running again because enough is enough.
Northern Minnesota needs a voice in Washington who will champion our causes built on the foundation of our values and beliefs. I am launching my re-election campaign for Congress today because I believe our best days are yet to come.
Stauber's first two terms have come at a time of extreme turbulence in Washington, including the former president's impeachments, the insurrection, a government shutdown, and of course, the pandemic. So far, just one other candidate has entered the 8th District race. That's Teresa Lastovich, a Democrat from the Iron Range. Candidates have until the end of May to officially file. The race will be on the November ballot. If needed, a primary would be held in August.
The community is stepping up to help a Carleton County family after a fire destroyed their home. Crews responded to the home in Thompson Township just outside Esco around 2 yesterday morning. They say the fire started in the detached garage, but then quickly spread to the house. According to a GoFundMe page, 2 adults, 3 kids, and several animals all made it out safe. So far, people have given more than $17,000 to help them get back on their feet. We'll have a link to donate on our website, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
Charges are expected this week after a man died when he was punched in the head. It happened just before 1 Saturday morning in Duluth's Lester Park neighborhood. Police say 2 men in their 40s had been arguing when their fight turned physical. One man was punched in the head and ended up dying at the scene. The other man was taken to the hospital and then into custody, where authorities say he damaged an interview room. He's expected to be charged with first-degree manslaughter. Authorities haven't identified the man who died. We also don't know what led up to the fight or if the 2 people involved knew each other.
Moderna is working on a single shot that covers both the flu and COVID. The pharmaceutical company CEO says his company is combining a flu shot and COVID booster into a single injection. He says it should help address concerns some people have about getting separate COVID and flu shots. However, Moderna isn't planning to have the vaccine ready into the fall of 2023.
Northland healthcare workers commemorated their contribution to a national COVID study. 150 participants in the CDC's Recover study gathered at St. Luke's Hospital today in Duluth for a photo op. St. Luke's is one of 6 healthcare organizations around the country participating in the study. The goal is to learn how the virus moves through populations. Vaccinated and unvaccinated healthcare workers, first responders, and essential workers took part. They are tested for COVID every week. They also have their blood drawn every 3 months to see if they have developed antibodies. The data has influenced national policy decisions about masking and vaccination.
Dave joins us now for a quick look at the weather. Dave, some slippery spots out there on the roads.
Yeah, especially in northern Minnesota, causing some concern, especially from Ely towards where highways 1 and 169 join 53. Combination of milder temperatures, melting a little bit of business on the roads, and a touch of snow shower activity coming in from the west in advance of our next low pressure system. So travel cautiously already tonight in northern Minnesota and towards the snow belt, where things haven't quite caught up there yet. And the rest of us, roads will likely degrade tomorrow as our next round of snow comes our way. In fact, National Weather Service will have a winter weather advisory going on Tuesday for northern Minnesota and the Upper Peninsula, though Gogebic County isn't in that zone. So bottom line is most of us will get about 1 to 3 inches if we're not covered by an advisory or a warning. Yeah, there's a winter storm warning for the North Shore from Two Harbors to Grand Portage. That's where the snows will be the heaviest. And I'll show you a chart on the snow coming up in just a couple more minutes, but right now we eye up the short-term forecast, which says tonight, 40% chance light snow will begin as we go through the overnight. The cloudier sky makes for a mild night, 15 above zero. Tuesday, high temp 27 above zero is warmer than normal. 80% chance for snow for all towns. We'll talk about totals for Tuesday in just a bit, and a big chill that hits us as early as Wednesday. All of that, of course, later on here in the newscast.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, a chance for teens to win a free 5-day trip to the Boundary Waters. The only catch, no parents allowed. I think we just grabbed the attention of some teenagers out there. We'll have details on this unique contest in City by City coming up next.
You're watching CBS 3 Live at 5 with Kristen Vaki, Briggs LaSavage, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson. On Live, Local, CBS 3. Get your news on the go, the CBS 3 mobile app.
I've heard nothing but great reviews. Mediacom's Wi-Fi 360 Pro has really been a game changer for our customers.
The Wi-Fi 360 Pro can handle speeds up to 1 gig, which is phenomenal for any kind of at-home usage.
A lot of them are happy with it because they get 2,000 square feet of coverage in the house. So you have coverage in your upstairs, garage, and all across the home.
Get Extreme Wi-Fi 360 Pro free for 3 months when you add Extreme Internet.
Hi, Russell Nicolay, Nicolay Law Office. If you've been seriously injured, we can help. For the last 14 years, my office has been helping folks like you and holding insurance companies accountable. My award-winning legal team can help you and your family. Remember, if you've been injured, get Nicolay. We win or you don't pay.
There are lots of people who are confused about which Medicare plan is right for them.
Hey, that's me. I barely know where to start.
Well, start here with me, Karen. I'm a licensed Humana sales agent.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Karen. I'm John Smith.
Hi, John. At Humana, we know you're unique, so you have different needs from other John Smiths.
Yeah, I've always thought so.
And together, we can find a plan that's right for you.
Great. I go to the doctor a couple of times a year, and I have some prescriptions, but I'm never fully sure of what's covered and what's not.
With Humana's all-in-one Medicare Advantage plans, you get coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable and sometimes no monthly plan premium.
Do you have any more information?
Sure. I'll get a decision guide in the mail to you today. They're free.
Finally, someone who understands the real me.
Call or go online now to get your free decision guide. Call a licensed Humana sales agent today. Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look at the canal in Duluth, which will be a bit quieter for a few months. That's because the Soo Locks closed for the season this weekend. And this morning, the American Century was the last ship to arrive in the Twin Ports. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's head over to Kristen for a look around the region.
Well, Briggs, a week focused on snowmobiling safety in Minnesota and new garbage pickup days in Washburn. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Minnesota tonight, where this week is Snowmobiling Safety Awareness Week. The DNR says on average, more than 7 riders lose their life snowmobiling in Minnesota each year. They want to remind riders to stay on marked trails, leave the booze at home, and be careful on the ice. Additionally, they encourage everyone to participate in safety training courses. For youth in our area, there will be a safety field day at the Hermantown Night Riders Clubhouse this Saturday. We will have the details on our website. And next we head to Ely, where a local outfitting company is encouraging teens to get outdoors. The Ely Outfitting Company is sponsoring their 3rd Boundary Waters Teen Essay Contest. The grand prize, a fully outfitted 5-day canoe camping trip in the BWCA. The only catch, no parents are allowed. Teens ages 15 through 18 are invited to submit a 1,000-word essay on why they want to go on a parent and guide-free trip through the Boundary Waters. The winner gets to bring 2 or 3 friends. We will have more details on how to enter on our website. And we wrap up in Washburn, Wisconsin, where beginning next month, garbage and recycling pickup is changing days. The city will be split into east and west down Washington Avenue. Homes to the west will be week A and east is week B. Recycling will still be picked up on Mondays, but will now alternate A and B weeks. Additionally, garbage will be Tuesdays for the west side and Wednesdays for the east. We will have a link to the calendar of changes on our website. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come on Live at 5, owners of a Superior daycare are facing eviction this week. Details on their complicated situation in just a few minutes.
Today's high temp, 28 degrees, almost 10 degrees warmer than normal. We notice, though, that the record low is towards 30, 40 below. And in just a couple of days, a chance for cold like that is coming our way. But first, we have to have some snow. And after our break, I'll talk about how much snow your town is facing. Again, that's right after this commercial.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, I'm Kevin from ServPro. Everyone has a home project that they want to get to. Building a deck, building an addition, remodeling a bathroom. The problem is availability with local contractors. Why should you have to wait for months to get your project done? Call ServPro today for fast, quality, professional, reliable workmanship you can count on. ServPro, like it never even happened.
It's that time of the year when we all want a transformation. First we hit the gym, then we try to diet. How about a makeover that will actually last? A bath makeover from Bath Planet. In 2022, we are offering a free premium color upgrade, 2 free accessories, plus no interest, no payments, and nothing down until 2023. So skip the gym and the diet and call Bath Planet or go online to book your appointment today. Bath Planet, out of this world service, down to earth price.
My wife and I were driving with our dog, and that tractor trailer at full speed ran a red light and just creamed us.
After my parents were in the accident, we realized that we needed a law firm that we could trust, and that's when we decided to hire Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
I can completely and confidently say that we made the right decision hiring Schwabel, Getz & Sieben. They did a wonderful job for us and really helped us when the chips were down.
Call or visit Schwabel.com today for a free consultation.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Baki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Baki every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3. Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our weather headlines indicate a little bit of warmth and a little bit of snow approaching for the next day or so. After that, things will cool down. So tonight, flurries will kick off, but temperatures will be mild. For Tuesday, temperatures stay mild, but the snow could pick up. We'll get more snow up north, less down to the south, and of course in a minute or two, I'll show you the chart on what amount your town's going to get. Then come Wednesday, you know, par for the course. It gets clearer and awfully cold, and that could last through the weekend. So we have several things to talk about, including a look at the current conditions coming in from Duluth International. Right now, it's 27 above there. That's warmer than normal. Relative humidity 75%. Winds are gentle, northwesterly at 3 miles per hour. Air pressure is already a little bit low at 29.83 inches of mercury. And of course, with the low coming out of the Dakotas yet again, barometer readings will be down for just a bit. Temperature readings up for the moment in the Upper Peninsula, 22 to 23 from Watersmeet to Ironwood. In northern Wisconsin, we're going 26 in Ashland to 29 in Superior. Northern Minnesota numbers are pretty mild to the south of the Duluth area, 27 to 32 from Cloquet to Moose Lake. A little bit cooler up parts of the North Shore, 18 up the Gunflint Trail, for example. Iron Range numbers are running from 19 to about 25 degrees, 20 straight up towards borderland. Low temps tonight, warmer than normal. Tomorrow night, a different story as the cool down comes after we get a chance for snow. Boy, they were getting big snows on the east coast here today, but our low pressure system is much more gentle, and that's what's coming our way to bring us a 40% chance for snow showers and flurries tonight, followed by an 80% chance for something more substantial tomorrow. So, how substantial? Well, keep in mind that northern Minnesota and the Arrowhead is facing a winter weather advisory, and so is the snow belt. So as far as snow totals go, the tip of the Arrowhead could get the most 4 to 8 inches. The snow belt and the Iron Ranges could run 3 to 6, and then for the rest of us, about 1 to 3. Then, things are going to change up as our low pressure system leaves, heads off to the east to bring those folks even more snow, and an Arctic high pressure system comes to call. By Wednesday, we'll be clear and cold, and conditions like that will be around perhaps through the weekend. So let's fire up that 7-day forecast and check out the weekend. Tonight in Minnesota, the low temps from the Mesabi Range to border country could be a little bit brisk, single digits above zero. That holds true for much of the North Shore as well. But then the rest of Minnesota, mild, 15 to 19 above. 40% chance for the light snow as the night goes on. 30% chance it'll cross the border in time for Wisconsin and the UP. Low temps there, 13 to 16 above. Tomorrow's high temps for Wisconsin and Michigan with a 50-50 shot at snow will run 27 to 30, warmer than normal. Minnesota numbers, 24 to 30, warmer than normal. 80% chance for the snow on that side of the border. And, of course, north of Duluth is where the best chance for heavier accumulations will be. And then we all get socked by a cool down beginning Wednesday. 5 below is just a teaser. Thursday morning, 20 below even here in the Twin Ports. Friday morning, 15 below in the Twin Ports. Saturday, a slight light snow chance, which means we'll rocket up to 15 above for our daytime high. which is just a teaser before it gets chilly again on Sunday with low temps 10 below. And again, that's focused on the head of the lakes, inland areas. Kristen, up your neck of the woods, 20, 30 below possible.
Just what she wants to hear.
Yeah. Briggs, you and I here closer to the lake, we will bask in the glory of 5 to 10 below.
Hey, we'll take it.
Maybe I'll head south.
Thanks, Dave.
Affordable and reliable childcare continues to be a hurdle for Northland parents.
And now, as CBS 3's Natalie Grant reports, one longtime Superior daycare is hanging in the balance.
Tucked in the Eloise neighborhood of Superior is an in-home daycare that has served the community for almost 30 years. But now owners say that they're fighting to keep their home and their business alive. David and Diana Deeth operate their daycare out of a 3-bedroom home owned by the Superior Housing Authority. When the Deeths originally opened the daycare, their 3 bedrooms were occupied by their children. But 10 years ago, the kids grew up and moved out. That meant the unit was overhoused, meaning the space is intended for more people than currently live there. According to the Deeths, the Housing Authority has been turning a blind eye to the overhousing because they ran the daycare. But now, under new leadership, the Housing Authority has changed its mind and is evicting the couple. David Deeth says now it's all about time.
We have to, face that reality. We're trying to buy time so that we can relocate successfully and, get the time and the resources, too, that it's going to take.
The Deeths say this was unexpected because they felt the Housing Authority celebrated their small business. They have been in contact with city officials hoping to remedy the situation and stay in their home and business, but at this point they haven't gotten any luck. The Deeths say they were given a 1-week notice and will be evicted on Tuesday. And coming up tonight at 6, hear from one of the 11 families that will be directly impacted by this closure as affordable childcare continues to be a hurdle in the Twin Ports.
Thank you, Natalie. And at tomorrow's Superior City Council meeting, the impacted families will be speaking up, hoping to save their childcare. We reached out to the Superior Housing Authority for comment on this situation today. They said their rules are clear and they cannot evict someone unless they're in direct violation of their lease.
It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward.
Yeah, this is Hawthorne. He's a 1-year-old shepherd mix who's ready to find his forever family. Our friends at the shelter tell us he is great with other dogs, and he's sweet and social, too. What more could you ask for?
Those floppy ears.
Yeah,
so cute. Well, if you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Hawthorne, then you can call the number on your screen.
And today's the day to do it because Betty White's 100th birthday. There's this national campaign to donate to the shelter. It's really special. So if Hawthorne's calling your name,
give them a call.
There you go.
Well, still to come, a volcano erupted underneath the ocean surface Saturday, causing tsunami warnings from Japan to the U.S. How the pandemic is hindering rescue efforts after the break.
Come join the fun and embrace the winter in Lake County this year. The Two Harbors Winter Frolic is back downtown for 2022 and better than ever. Enjoy live entertainment like the Timberworks Lumberjack Show, the Whiskey Trail Band, and the Northwoods Band. Try your hand at curling, stuff yourself at the Pancake Breakfast, or stroll through the vendor fair. Enjoy all this and so much more at the Two Harbors Winter Frolic, February 11th through the 13th. Like our Facebook page and check out our website for updates about this great event.
At Humana, we believe your health care should evolve with you. And part of that evolution means choosing the right Medicare plan for you. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you are covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits, but you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums and still not get prescription drug coverage. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits. You get all this coverage for as low as a $0 monthly plan premium in many areas. Humana has a large network of doctors and hospitals and telehealth coverage with a $0 copay. So call or go online today and get your free decision guide. Discover how an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan could save you money. Humana, a more human way to health care.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-476-5600. That's 1-800-476-5600 now.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
I know, but Mom, don't skip your recommended vaccines. They help protect you against certain diseases, so ask your doctor or pharmacist about any recommended vaccines you may need. Skip the other stuff instead, like, I don't know.
Skip the pants. Huh?
They're already doing that.
Nice.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Cully.
Yeah, so skip one of those mini Zoom parties. No, Mom, no. Not our Zoom party. I lost her.
A global effort is underway to help the South Pacific nation of Tonga after a massive volcanic eruption hit the region this weekend.
The underwater explosion triggered a tsunami alert for the West Coast. CBS's Ian Lee has the latest from London.
Smoke from a devastating eruption shrouds the South Pacific in darkness and uncertainty. The explosion cut off communications from the nearby island nation of Tonga, making it difficult to know how many people were affected. Australia and New Zealand launched surveillance flights Monday to assess the damage.
This is subject to weather conditions and most particularly issues around the ash cloud.
Satellites captured the initial eruption, which sent a shockwave across the Pacific, felt as far away as Alaska. The boom from the blast was heard more than 1,100 miles away in New Zealand.
That is a force of nature that is incredible.
Grant Alexander lost his boat when tsunami waves crashed on shore.
They heard the noise and people were running down the piers, banging on their boats, telling them to get out.
The eruption triggered a tsunami that flooded Pacific coastlines from Japan to the U.S. Large waves hit parts of California as authorities issued and eventually lifted a tsunami alert for the West Coast. Ian Lee, CBS News.
COVID is complicating international aid efforts as Tonga has strict quarantine rules to keep the virus from spreading. So far in the pandemic, they've avoided any outbreaks.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. The shocking new details in the Texas hostage standoff from inside the synagogue. Our interview with one of the hostages. That and more news as the CBS Evening News is now just minutes away.
CBS 3 closed captioning brought to you by the Birth Center at Essentia Health. By your side every step of the maternity journey so you can rest easy knowing you're both in good hands.
I'm telling you, you should open a business.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
I've got an idea.
I hope you like it.
I love it. Just one question. What's that?
It's a chair. New plan. You make the furniture, I make the ideas, NBC makes them happen.
That was always the plan.
Bring us your best ideas. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
Don't fight your car battery this winter. You need a battery you can trust. You need an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable. You'll be back on the road in no time. Interstate Battery, the one stop for all your battery needs.
Menards is your plumbing and bathroom headquarters. Give your bathroom the remodel it deserves with tubs and showers from Delta. They feature a high-gloss pro-acrylic finish. Save big money on Delta products. Finish off your bathroom with new bath fans by Delta Breeze. Strong performance mixed with quiet operation. This energy-efficient bath fan is the perfect choice. Grab a Delta Breeze bath fan and save big money today, right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you experience neck pain or suffer from chronic headaches? Northland Anesthesia Associates offers pain injections for these trouble areas. NAA provides a customized treatment plan to achieve the best outcome and highest patient satisfaction. Call today for the relief you deserve.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Monday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6.
Tonight at 5, we heard from those pushing for stronger voting rights, especially today on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The federal government is currently hearing a bill that would remove restrictions states have put in place at the polls. They will continue to debate the bill tomorrow.
And tonight at 6, after this weekend's hostage situation at a synagogue in Texas, we're hearing from a local rabbi, his reaction and what he wants the community to know tonight.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.